Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 1 and the introduction of my Rags to Riches High School Year Edition. And if you are returning, welcome back. And I am starting with 3 teens. They are actually Sims from one of my past drifter houses. They are from house 7. They were the kids that came after the heir who went on to do house 8. All but the youngest, who when we left the house was still a toddler. He's a child now. I have been playing with them a little bit in a different save, this save actually, and I'll go over the rules or things that I'm going to be planning on doing with them and introducing them, because you do not have to have watched Drifter to watch this, just that if you have watched it, then you'll get to see some Sims that were born in a prior Let's Play being played with here. So to start with, as I said, we have 3 Sims. They are starting with nothing. Obviously their goal is to get through high school, get A's, and complete 2 of the 4 aspirations. In particular, we will do some attempt of the other 2, but the 2 that I plan on doing are the goal-oriented one. So because they've been played with a little bit, they've already earned the simoleons. That's actually not going to be the one that's the hard part anyways. It's the doing homework 5 times. That takes a little bit of time because it only counts homework and not extra credit work, because they are both B students, because they were A public school students. And she's actually already a high school student because I had already been playing with them a little bit and she was already a teen, so she had got to A. So I haven't gone to high school with her, but she has gone to high school since the pack came out, because I was trying to get the teens who just aged up. They were children, they just aged up to teens, the 2 boys. So we'll start with the oldest, who is Hermione. So she has already done her homework 2 of the 5 times, and she is in Scouts already. They all are in Scouts, but that didn't count. So we're going to have her all of them join a different after school activity. And also we'll get them to have jobs. So those are 2 other things that we'll do. We'll do after school activities that come with the pack, and the part-time careers that come with the pack, as well as doing the goal-oriented and the popular one. Let me take a look. Let me flip her over to that. The admired icon. Those are the 2 that we will get completed with, hopefully all 3 of them. And then we'll do a little bit of the live fast and a little bit of the drama llama, but I don't know that we'll get very far on the live fast. It did actually have, so the two new teens are twins. We have Hugo, and so he got the earn the money, but he has to do the other 2 things. And then we have Harry, who I actually put him on the live fast troublemaker, even though I'm not planning on having him finish it. I don't even know that he'll get very far, because he can't sneak out to a party because we have no adults in this house. But we will at least try and do the other 2 things with it. But he is primarily going to work on those other 2 also, as well as, doing, earning some money that they're going to have to do so they can build a house. And speaking of houses, we are on an empty lot, but we are on the empty lot that normally starts with a rental. Hillside Haven, I think it's called. I bulldozed it, and this is where they're going to start. I had originally planned on having them start on the empty lot, but it's only 20 by 20. I prefer a 30 by 20, so I decided to bulldoze and have them move up here. And there's like a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house in this neighborhood. I made it the rental in this neighborhood. I've changed a few lots in the world in general. So we aren't in my Drifter save. I had moved the whole family out into a different save. So you won't see, those who are familiar with Drifter, you won't see all of the other Drifter families wandering around, but you will see their parents. Their parents are there. Liam and Gabrielle and their younger brother Herbert. So, but their oldest sister, who went on to do the next house, is not in this save. So those are really the main things. We're going to try and earn some money. We're going to get them to get, through high school, see as much as we can. Obviously, we're going to go, to Thrifty, which is part of doing the one of the aspirations. You need to sell out outfits or list outfits on Trendy. You don't actually have to sell them on Trendy. So far, I haven't found Trendy is really a big money maker. So let me know what you have found are good money makers with the pack. I did find that when I had the sim in one of my sims in one of the 2 careers, they can apply for angel investors, and you can make a little bit of money there, but you need a computer to do that. So not so easy without that aspect when they don't have anything. But the school comes with computers, and I've also completely edited this school, so it has even more computers. Not that it's needed, I just more rearrange where things were, because I found it was a bit, the things you needed were like in the basement, and it would take forever for the Sims to get down there and come back out, but you'll get to see that when we actually go to school. And I did age them up before 8, so they should be going to school tomorrow. Let's take a quick look. Yes, class in 10 hours. I did that on purpose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put him over onto the goal-oriented, because I want him to get his homework done. They do have a couple of things in there. The only reason they have a scouting manual is because I took it out. I left everything at home, and I got a message, oh, so-and-so left his scouting manual. It's been returned to your inventory. So I'm like, okay, I guess they're meant to have a scouting manual as a result of that. And I let them keep their journals. They all have a journal, and obviously they all have their homework, and where they had these, he actually has a gold, but I think I stuck it out in the house. So I just let them keep them. I'm not going to sell them. They're not going to make any money from them. So Hugo is already on the right one. Hugo, just so you know, he obviously has some, he's in a mean streak right now, but he also has some bonus traits, some earn, some purchase. So he is overachiever, and he is creative. They all have scouting aptitude because they all have maxed scouts, and they all, they don't all have these because I got to play with them as kids, so they got all 4 childhood aspirations done, and they have an incredibly friendly, they are all spellcasters. They're born spellcasters, so they have strong bloodline, all 3 of them. And I got him the Inspired Explorer reward trait, which is new with, I think it's new with the pack. I don't know, actually. That might actually be new with the update, now that I think about it. I think I had noticed that already. Yeah, I actually don't know that that's with the pack. And then they got the relatable from choosing a teen aspiration. So when they age up to young adult, I'm curious whether that gets replaced with their new trait, because it doesn't really help to have it once you're a young adult. Building friendly relationships with fellow teens faster doesn't help when you're a young adult, because you don't have fellow teens. They both have that. So let's look at Harry. So he is good, and he is active, and he also has that relatable. And I never bought that trait with respect to the Explorer, and they're both only happy toddlers because they were twins, and I had a busy house, so I never managed to get them to max their skills, because in Drifter, you can't control them directly, so they just got indirectly to the skills needed for happy toddler. And Hermione is in a loud phase. Luckily we don't have a radio, so that's good. She's a bookworm, and she's a genius, and she had a knowledge aspiration, so she's a quick learner because she would aged up to a teen before the pack came out. So she does have marketable, so I'm not planning on letting her do anything that's too much painting. She has painting skill because I had played with them before. I thought of using them for this. She does have top-notch toddler. I managed to get that indirectly, but she didn't get any of the children aspirations. So they have something that she doesn't. But yeah, and of course I will want to hope that their character values are positive before they age up, and obviously Hermione will age up sooner, at which point we might be able to do that sneak out if we have her adopt them as care dependents at that point. But that might mess up the rest of their things. So let's have them all do their homework, and let me see. So she's already done 2, so she needs to get that, and we have to also have them join their after-school activities. And then he needs to do his homework, so he's set up to do his homework. And they're all sitting down, and you're not doing your homework? Oh, I have the wrong one. You need to do your homework. So that there, and there's those phones. I'm trying to think, does she have some fame? I can't remember. She lost it. Good. Oh, you know who has it? Well, at least one of the 2 of them aged up because their mom is a 5-star celebrity. So I'm not even going to use the fame point because they're not going to keep it. They're going to lose it for sure. And so that's Hugo. Do they both have a fame point? They both have a fame point. So they're both going to lose their fame points. So they have a nice view of the the pier with all the amusement rides, or the 3 amusement rides that are down there. And once they do their homework, then I'm planning on having them go do some fishing, because I noticed that I've seen 3 fishing spots in this neighborhood. So I'm not saying we're just gonna go to like one of the closest ones, and we'll obviously switch them over to the fishing aspiration. Once I realized that I was planning on playing with them, I tried to not let them learn skills or many skills, so that they didn't have that advantage. But speaking of skills, so she does have a lot of low-level skills, but painting is almost at level 8. Her cooking is at 10. She's not going to really make a lot of money from it. Violin's at 7, which I think like I said, we'll hold off on letting them use those things until a little later. We'll try and like fish. We can't even make any money doing odd jobs, which is one way to get the entrepreneurial skill. But I also realized that I had her mother going around selling paintings, like just selling to a collector, and that actually builds your entrepreneurial skill too, which I don't usually just sell them directly. I usually use a street gallery so you can make more money, and I thought that seemed more entrepreneurial, but you don't make money, you don't learn the entrepreneurial skill using a street gallery or a yard sale table. So, because I was playing through with just random households since the update and the pack came out, and there's been all these bugs. I wasn't really wanting to go into any of my saves, but at least they have pretty much fixed the aging bug. I am playing on a long lifespan. There is an issue that if your teens go to school for 4 weeks, or currently, they'll just stop going to high school. So that doesn't work very well if you play with aging off or on a long lifespan, because they're teens for longer than 4 weeks. So, did you get your homework done there, Hugo? You did, and there's no real point in having him do the extra credit work, because the only way to get their grades up is by sending them to school on their own, which we will do, but not right now. We'll go to school with them tomorrow. Because what I found, we'll do it I have found that the extra credit doesn't count. And I'm currently playing in a mod-free and custom content-free save, so any issues I have are in a mod and custom content-free save. So I will be adding some back eventually, but at the moment I'm just doing without. So what does he want to do? He wants to skill up from being an overachiever. Well, we can do that. And he wants to play the guitar from being creative. Well, there's a guitar at the school. I don't know if there's supposed to be one. I know there was a piano and a violin and a microphone, if I remember correctly, and I added a guitar, as well as a few other things. So Harry got his homework done, so why don't you, what do you want to do? Well, we can't listen to pop music unless we go elsewhere, and you want to make another sim, and I don't know how to make another sim. Like, I don't know how you make a sim happy. Like, maybe a heartfelt compliment, perhaps, though she's energized. Where is she energized for? She did go to the prom, so she has a photo booth picture. I did think of moving them all into another save altogether so they didn't know anybody, but I decided not to. Which is why they're starting late at night in the middle of the week, which also means they'll get bills sooner. So there was advantages and disadvantages to starting in a new save. Probably more advantages than more advantages that I saw to starting in a new save, but the disadvantages, I had to move everything over, and I just figured they could keep their few friends that they knew. I don't know that let's see how many people they already know. They know a lot of people, but mostly kids. They do know a few. Oh, look, they're good. They're not even friends, because they need to make friends with the teens, and they're not actually friends with many teens. They don't seem to be friends with, well, I should say, Harry isn't friends with any of the teens that I'm noticing. He's just acquaintances with them, so that works. He wants to volunteer. Oh, so he's made someone happy, so now he can volunteer with family. Not right now, not till you earn a little bit of money. But I think you will have to volunteer, because I think you need to get your empathy up. You do. So let's. I do have a club. Like, I just started it, and I need to start the gathering. I didn't start it because I created that. I moved them over, and I did everything, and then I went and edited some of the lots in the world, including the high school. it's just my edited version of the lot, the high school that comes with the pack. Because this is what I like to do. I like to edit what's there, which you can't do while class is in session. I assume you can use the BB enable free build cheat, but I haven't bothered because as soon as school ends, you're still there and you can freely edit the lot without any cheats. So that's just how I do it. I just wait till school isn't in session and your Sims can even be on the lot and you can edit it. So I think I see that someone finished their homework. So I thought, oh, that's the wrong one. We're going on this one. We're going to have him switch. So yes, so that didn't count, just like I thought. Why don't we actually have him join the after school activity right now? We're going to go on to the work. I can never remember which one it is. Here it is, business. It's because it's business and not work. We're going to find a job. And then we are going to join an after-school activity. And I'll have them do probably all different ones for the after-school activities. And 2 of them will do the same job. Because we're going to do the new jobs. So we want to actually get a job. So we have video game streamer. And we have Simfluencer. So I think that we will have... I'm just trying to remember. We'll have him be a... This is not going to be so easy to do when you don't have anything. You need a computer to be a Simfluencer. Actually, you need a computer. I think you could do the video game streaming stuff elsewhere. So we're going to try the Simfluencer for... And we're going to do it in the morning. We are going to do it in the morning. And yeah, we're going to quit Scouts. And that's one way to quit Scouts, because you can't actually quit Scouts directly. You can just... right now, because there's a bug where you can't quit the after school activities. You can only switch to a new one. So we are going to have him do the same thing, find a job, and then we'll have them join an after school activity. And like I had left her purposely on that. She had been done with Scouts. I just didn't want her to join anything. I wanted to have it all happen here. So we are going to find a job for her also when she's done her homework. And then you, now that you started that job, okay, update online bio with business head job. I often will start with off the grid, but I'm not. I got enough to do with school. Because normally I don't send them to school right away when I start with teens. I usually have them take vacation, but they're not getting that advantage, so they're not off the grid. And then I make them pay the value of the lot, which is not that much. It's only $1,800 for this lot. So we're going to have him join an after-school activity now that he's done that. And then we will have him take that picture, which is from this camera. We're going to take a selfie, which might interfere with some of the other things we're planning on doing. Oh, she got her extra credit work complete. Those shoes she has, she aged up with them a long time ago, and I kept them because they are, they must be on unlock normally. So normally they wouldn't have them. So this is Hugo. Hugo is going to be, so he was an influencer, so he's going to be a cheer team member. I'm going to have him do cheer team. And there's his selfie, which we can now do that. And there's new ones. I'm just doing the random versus choosing, and I don't care what they are. I'm just doing that. So there we go. He has his picture. And so then he needs to go here and upload business headshot. There you go. Okay, so for Hermione, I'm actually going to have her be a video game streamer. Same. They're going to do it the same. Yeah, she's going to quit that. And then for Harry, he's going to do the same. He's going to do the video game streamer. And yep. Oh, we got to choose an... we'll just have it be his. I don't want to have to remember. I'm surprised we didn't get that pop up for her. Anyway, so then she's going to join a after-school activity. and as is Harry. Now Harry is technically older, but when I was wanting to make sure they both got their cake before 8, and their dad had worked till 7, so like it just happened that Hugo was closer to his cake, so he aged up first. Like just moments before, like they pretty much aged up at the same time. So we're gonna have him join an after school activity too. So we're waiting for all these pop-ups and getting all of this done. We're not making any money. We're still at 0. Oh, we got 10. We have 10 simoleons. Do a live stream? Well, I guess. Not gonna be able to do that. Gonna have to find somewhere to go to do those live streams because we can't do them here. I guess we could just go to the school and see. Okay, so she is gonna be she'll be a chess team member. And then if either of them max it, I was also thinking that once they were established, their younger brother could maybe move in with them, and then maybe he can be the computer team member. But he would move in as a child and age up to a teen. But he's really close to aging up to a teen. He's got most of the stuff. But so Hermione's going to be a chess team member. So she should have that done for joining. Well, no, I'm on the wrong. So she's got that join. They both have that done, and now he's gonna be football team member. So they've all joined. So let's take a look here at their work tasks. So he needs to practice did you get a mat? Maybe it's in our family inventory, because I seem to remember getting a map. Yeah, mat, not map. A mat. So we will come and bring them here. Oh, that's weird. I guess it's a bit not completely, though it looks like it should be flat. So we can do a solo routine. Wonder how much we would get if we sold this. $2.95. Well, we're not. We'll just leave it there. I was just curious. So he's got his 10 for doing that. And he needs to level 4 of entrepreneurial. So they're already level 2. Because of the fact that they were B high school students and so was she. Yeah, because they all were A high schools, A public school students, which helps them with their careers, but also means they have a lot further to go with respect to their skill that they need to do. And he is for this, it doesn't matter. They still start at 1, and he has today off, so he starts tomorrow for that. Let's check them all. The downside of them being in different ones is they all have different hours. So hers starts in 13 hours and Hugo starts, and so they 2 of them are in 13 hours and the other one's the next day. So we have to do a chair mat. So you know what we'll do? I was gonna say maybe we'll go to the high school, but we will do that in the next part, because that's gonna be it for this part. Likes and comments are always appreciated, and they really help with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!